I've got the incredibly hard wearing, as you can probably see there.
I can see you've given them a lot of use, Ollie.
But also on the golf course as well. I've taken on the golf course, so it's quite strange. My friends have got little ones, and I get these big ones out. They do exactly the same job.
Yeah. I mean, obviously for us, it's for Steiner, it's a great new product for us to hit the market with. Laser range finding a binocular is key, and with this one we've got a macrolon coating, shot glass, so very good light transmission.
So shot glass is the glass that all the big boys use,
Indeed.
Steiner included. But the
macrolon. So the macrolons are basically a polymer alloy coating like this, so it's quite hard wearing, really roughy tufty, lightweight. Developed originally by Bayer some years ago. Steiner were the first one to use this product in the market. They were also the first to introduce nitrogen filling back in 1973, if I remember.
Which is anti-fog and things like that.
Anti-fog, waterproofness. So in terms of everything you want out of an optic, this is giving you.
Particularly living in Cornwall, which is notoriously sunny and tropical, and a holiday destination for the many.
Indeed, for many, including.
In reality, as you can probably see, we're in a barn, and it's pissing rain outside. So
indeed,
lovely.
I just can't take my eyes off the slug that's crawling across the top. By the way,
it's a very rude way to talk about my cocker spaniel, but never mind.
So the LRF's suitable out to 1,800 metres.
Yeah.
So just under 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
And down to 25 metres. You can find the laser rangefinder ping back on that. The wonderful thing about this, we can also use a scan function. So if you're looking, for instance, if you're muntjac stalking, or you're looking at a fox at a distance, you can actually track, by holding the button down, you can track that animal moving.
Oh, really? So you can track where it's coming or gone out to.
That's correct, and you can also track the distance that you're firing to.
I mean, when it comes to yardage, anything over 200 metres, you need to get closer anyway. So
it's part of stalking, isn't it?
The fact that they zoom up or they range find out to 1,800 metres is fantastic.
Yeah. And that's on a relatively large object. Obviously, when we're talking about deer moving through woodland cover, or foxes moving through woodland cover, you're going to be closer than that. Yeah. You've also got the feature for the angle of view. So if you're in negative angle, it will show you what -4%, -5%, -6%. If you're on positive, it will give you a positive view. That will help you make your ballistic decision when you come to fire your round. Obviously, if you're firing, you've got an inclination, you'll need to do a little bit of
which, being brutally honest, this as far exceeds my mental capability as a stalker. It's by the point I'm worrying about ballistics, that's when I'm probably in a bit of trouble, I think.
Yeah,
but, I mean, for people who know this,
absolutely,
like you say, this is invaluable information.
Yeah, and as you see, it's a roof prism binocular, so it's very slimline, very easy to handle.
Yeah,
the buttons are perfectly placed for use.
Sure.
So we're looking at something like 1,250 pounds.
They do fold down into quite a small, compact area.
Yeah,
they're quite long, but most binocular pouches would easily hold them on, so they come with that anyway. So
it's a bit bright, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, but we're good enough to get around that.
Yeah. The truth is that Poro Prism gives you the best light transmission rather than a roof prism binocular.
Yeah.
Just simply because you've got more lenses to more angles for the light to travel through. If you're sat in a high seat most of the time, and you're sat in a high seat in that blue spectral range, what we call the blue spectral range.
Yeah.
For morning or evening stalking, and you're just going to sit there and wait for your buck or your animal to come out, that is perfect. It will give you that extra little bit of light. And
they do come with. I mean, you've got covers both ends, which obviously I use them pretty much every day. So, and I sometimes I'm in high seats, but a lot of the time as well, I'm most of the time I'm stalking. And even being a borderline cripple now with my broken pelvis, these aren't actually too heavy. So and it goes. The same goes for the scope, which we'll come on to, but they're not. They're really quality lightweight products. So you're not clunking around with a massive great big thing banging on your chest.
Weighs 700 grams, so it's a perfect weight really. If 1,250 is a little bit too much, we have other products, not in the laser range finding category, but we have other products for the next generation shooter.
So you can cater for someone with a slightly lower budget than perhaps.
Absolutely, we all start somewhere.
Under $1,000, for example.
Oh, cool! Well, crikey, yeah, we have. So these are the Ranger Extremes.
Yeah.
So this is a rubberized coating. Again, great lenses. great nitrogen filling. We've got something called the N2 here, which is...
And that's the same, it's got the same rubberised product.
Yeah, Macrolon.
Yeah, Macrolon, you're saying,
But this is rubberised on top of that.
Yes.
The wonderful thing about this, it's got the N2, so the nitrogen 2, which is a little valve.
Yeah.
So should over a period of time, sort of 30 years, everything dissipates a little bit over time, or you drop them, these can be easily refilled with nitrogen. So you can check the nitrogen levels in them.
Oh, wow.
That's really, really, for something that realistically in price is, £650.
Yeah.
Again, you're getting German engineering.
And you can extend the life. And they're light as well.
Beautifully light.
Yeah.
It's got the eye cups, so it cuts out that side light coming out, as with all the Steiner binoculars. You've got the eye cups that you can raise and remove.
Or you can just pull them back as well, which I've actually seen, I've seen this in the field, if you're stalking in the evening or the morning, you've got that sun coming up, and you not only do you have the caps on the front protecting the lenses, but this is actually protecting your eyes from the sun here, which is...
it's a great feature.
It is.
It's also called fast close focus.
Yeah.
So these will all focus down to 2 meters.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So if we look at what we call the observers, which is a very similar product, not quite the level of finish, not quite the level of nitrogen filling. They haven't got the N2 refillable tube, but this is again rubberized Macrolon. This is an 8x42 again option. You're looking at something like this for £350 on the shelf.
Yeah. Wow.
So you're getting a really quite high-end image.
Yeah, and again we focus right down to 2 meters again.
Yeah, and again still nitrogen filled.
Light.
Beautifully light.
Yeah, and compact as well.